How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Milwaukee coming back at you once again, and today we're going to be discussing Green Lantern Secret Origins by Jeff Johns, art by Ivan Reyes. Let's get into it. Green Lantern Secret Origins takes place over the issues of Green Lantern 29 through Green Lantern 35. It's a 7-issue story arc out of nowhere. Coming off the heels of Sinestro Corps War, I wanted to know what happens next, and this is what we get hit with in the reading order. I couldn't believe it, but here we are nonetheless. But I will say, this it does come along kind of at a good place because it sort of sets up everything that we've been reading about since Rebirth. Whereas Rebirth was just sort of like forcing things in, like Abin Sur's prophecies and all these other Lantern Corps and stuff. Here we get a new origin for Hal Jordan that just happens to have all that stuff in there already. Like a big plot point of this volume is the character Atrocitus, who goes on to become like the first Red Lantern, I believe, in the book Rage of the Red Lanterns, which is the next Green Lantern volume. But he's been here from the beginning, plaguing Hal Jordan. Whereas before he wouldn't have been. He would have been coming out of left field. So it's like, can't really fault the book too much. And, it sets up like the relationship between Hal and Sinestro. Like in the last volume, Sinestro Corps War, they had that throwdown where they had no power rings, right? And he's like, oh, this is great. Well, here we are, they're meeting again for the first time, and we're seeing that power dynamic and how we know how their relationship ends because Hal goes to Koryugar and he sees how Sinestro's running things. And in this volume, Sinestro says, hey, next time we meet up, we're going to do so on my planet. So you go, oh, I know where that's going. We also get another retelling of the Hal and Carol Ferris relationship, how that whole thing sort of started and kicked off. But we get a surprise bonus, at least for me. When Hal was first trying to date her, she was already dating Hector Hammond, and of course Hector Hammond is a Green Lantern villain. So I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Also, we get like a little bit of backstory for Black Hand here. He's just a mortician pervert who likes to feel up dead bodies just to see how cold they were. John Stewart, they're both military men. Hal being in the Air Force and John being in the Marines. They just happened to get into a bar fight before they were ever even Green Lanterns, crossing their paths before they knew their destinies were entwined, right? Secret Origin gives us a lot of little fun things like that throughout that makes reading the origin a little bit more bearable. Not that it's a bad story, it's one of the better like Green Lantern arcs here since Rebirth. So yeah, really the only complaint that I could lobby against the book is its timing. Because, like I said, it's right off the heels of Sinestro Corps War. You want to know what happens next, and we're going right back to the beginning, and it's like a whiplash. It's like, whoa. But, like I said, it does its job filling you in on who Atrocitus is, the Guardians, Ganthet, all these people that we've been reading about since Rebirth. It gives them more context and more weight to the situation. And like I said, we're on the road to Blackest Night, and this sets it up pretty well here with the cameo by Black Hand and we got Red Lanterns and stuff. So it's not too bad. As far as my likes, I like the art. Ivan Reyes proved to be one of the better Green Lantern artists here. He's consistent, and he did all 7 issues. I couldn't believe it. Jeff Johns' writing again is spectacular. He really spins his tale. Uh, it's compelling. Reading it from issue to issue. It's 7 issues, but I found it to be like a breezy read. Read right through it all in one sitting, which is not unusual. But sometimes stories aren't as good, and you're really gonna drag your eyes across the panels, right? But not here. Great stuff. 5 out of 5. Now, is this a good place to start reading Green Lantern? You could. I'd still recommend Rebirth, but you could jump on right here. This is really more of a setup for like Blackest Night and stuff, which is yet to come. And because we begin little hints at the origin all throughout from Rebirth to here, sort of catching us up on key moments, and this is just taking them and adding new context, adding new characters, adding new stakes, and adding new revelations. So it's pretty good stuff. I would still recommend starting at Rebirth, but you can start here. You're not going to be completely lost, but you're going to get more out of this if you read what's come before. It's one of those sort of deals. So like I said, 5 out of 5. And until next time, see you there.